Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the wonderful riding of Etobicoke Lakeshore. I'm so pleased to be standing here as your newly elected MPP, and I want to thank everyone for coming today. It's great to be here at the GO Transit Willowbrook facility. I'd like to welcome my colleague, the Honourable John Yakubuski, Minister of Transportation, as my fellow MPP, Lindsay Park from Durham. During my campaign, I personally heard from residents that they demand more transit and transit infrastructure. Premier Doug Ford campaigned on a plan for Ontario to make life easier so Ontarians can get ahead. Today, we are here to tell you promises made, promises kept. To announce how our government is improving the transit experience here in the GTHA, it is my pleasure to introduce the Minister of Transportation, John Yakubuski, the MPP for Renfrew, Nipissing, Pembroke, who has been a member since 2003 for the PC Party. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, folks, for joining us this morning. It's great to see you all here today. And I want to thank my colleague, MPP Christine Hogarth, for her kind introduction, and also welcome my colleague from Durham, Lindsay Park, MPP Lindsay Park. As I said, it is great to be here at the Willowbrook train facility to announce the largest GO service expansion increase in 5 years. The trains on the GO Lakeshore corridors are some of the most heavily traveled in the GO network. Beginning September 24th, there will be 220 new trips per week on the GO Lakeshore corridors. That is an increase of nearly 18%. Ontario's government for the people is improving the transit experience. This is about more than maintenance and building. This is about planning and the transit rider's journey. Enhanced scheduling will bring relief to Ontarians. With these new trips, there will be more than 400,000 additional train seats available each and every week. Trains will depart line stations every 15 to 20 minutes in the middle of the weekday. This means less time spent waiting, less time spent commuting and traveling. This service increase will add 27 new trips on the GO Lakeshore East line and 17 new trips on the GO Lakeshore West, and a new peak period train from the Malton GO to Union Station on the Kitchener line. This service increase will get Ontarians moving around the GTHA more efficiently. Improving public transit to better serve those who travel within the GTHA is vital to our economic development. Less time spent worrying about catching that train means more time spent on the valuable things that people care about, like family, friends, and work. Ontario's government for the people is committed to improving public transit. We look forward to making travel more efficient and enjoyable for Ontarians. Thank you very much for joining us today, and I will now turn over the podium to Metrolinx CEO, Phil Verster.
Thank you very much, Minister Yakubuski and MPP Hogarth and MPP Park. It's fantastic to have you here at our facility today. And I think what's the most important about the very exciting things we're doing next week is the fact that now, from dusk till dawn, anyone on our Lakeshore corridor can arrive at a station with the expectation to have a service within 15 or 20-minute average. What's great about this is that journey planning becomes easier for our customers. You arrive, you can travel. This is one of the biggest objectives we have with railways, is to get the frequency up, and when the frequency is there, it becomes attractive as a mode of transit. And we've seen how super the demand is for rail travel in the GTHA area. And exactly as Minister Yakubuski has indicated there, next week, we're adding 408,000 seats in an average week. And the big story for me is Metrolinx, and we've worked really hard over many months now to increase our seat capacity per week by around 27% from October last year to October this year. And that's 740,000 extra seat capacity a week, of which next week's is more than half of that. So it's a big step change, and it's a really, really important step for us into what we call the off-peak market. And providing that frequency throughout the day provides us with real opportunities to make our communities travel and connect more and better than what they've done before. It's a fantastic time for us, and our fantastic teams within Metrolinx that have made this possible have trialed run and shadow run these services over the last 2 weeks, and the performance have been excellent, and we're very, very excited about this. And so with that, I would suggest if there are any questions to ask, then I'll ask the Minister to join me. Any questions?
This is a question for the Minister. I took the train out this morning. It cost me $5.30. That's a fare that discourages people doing short trips. The previous government promised a $3 fare for short trips and trips within Toronto. Is your government going to follow through on that fare?
Well, we're looking at, we're having a line-by-line audit, as you know, that is being done to determine the financial state of the province, and we'll have more to say about that in the future when after that line-by-line audit has been released.
Timeline for that?
Very soon.
Minister, this is nice, but you're still leaving thousands of commuters in Hamilton out in the cold. This enormous gridlock on the food building between Hamilton and Oakville. When are you going to have full-time service again? Full-time GO train service again?
This is a great announcement we're having today. This is 400,000 new seats available per week, 220 trips per week. As I said in the previous question, we're doing a line-by-line audit. This is the first step in improving transit, one of the first steps that we've taken in improving transit and the transit riders' experience here in the GTHA, and we're really, really excited about what we're doing here today.
Minister, you didn't come anywhere near answering my question. When are we going to have full-time GO train service to Hamilton?
As I said, this is a first step. We are committed to improving the transit experience, and this is a great first step that we're having today. 220 new trips per week. This is a very, very positive announcement. We're very pleased with the. We are working diligently with our partners at Metrolinx to improve the transit experience, and they will have more to say when those announcements are ready. But today, we're just really excited about the this kind of an increase, an 18% increase in the ridership availability here on the GO.
Well, I'll add to what the Minister has said there. As you're aware, we've got a piece of work to look at services to Niagara Falls, and therefore we are developing proposals. Those proposals involve quite a lot of things. It involves already contracts that have been let to modernize St. Catharines and Niagara, and we are working very closely on a program on securing agreement with CN for trains on that route. And so we are, as the Minister says, it's part of our line-by-line review, but I want to give you a very strong indication that quite a lot of work has been put into this to scope what the options are to actually develop that service. And at the right time, the Minister will make that announcement.
Minister as well. Hi. The previous government committed to electrifying core segments of the GO Transit network by 2025. Will your government commit to doing that as well? Will you follow through on those plans?
Well, as I've said here today, we are in the midst of a line-by-line audit of examining the financial condition of this province, and those commitments and those announcements, we'll be dealing with those in the future. But let's be clear. Our commitment to improving the transit experience for riders here in the GTHA is an ironclad commitment. We recognize that if you can't move people and if you can't move goods, you cannot have a successful economy. And improving transit is a vital part of our economic development, and we are absolutely committed to that.
So are you saying that it depends on what the audit shows up, that you're not sure whether the government can afford to do this, or not sure if it's good value? I'm not sure if you can actually.
Well, we're talking about this announcement today, and that's what we're so excited about. 220 new trips on the GO Lakeshore line for beginning next week, Monday the 24th. It's a fantastic announcement, and we're very pleased to be able to offer that increased and improved service to the transit rider here in the GTHA.
You have previously said that the government wants to do an upload of the TTC's subway system. Why is it just the TTC's subway system that this government has an interest in?
Well, we believe absolutely that uploading the subways will make building subways go a lot faster. There's been a gridlock in that area. We've taken the position that we want to upload the building and the maintenance of the subways from the TTC. They would still operate the system, and as you know, we've appointed Michael Lindsay to look at all of the aspects on that in that file and determine what our next steps would be, working with discussions with the City of Toronto.
Those same principles apply to lots of other forms of transit in various parts of Ontario. Why is it specific to Toronto and Toronto's subway system?
Our plan is to upload the building and maintenance of the subways in Toronto. That's the extent of our plan at this time.
Further to David's question, in the past, provincial governments have tended to build subway extensions to by-elections. Scarborough and Richmond Hill, Vaughan come to mind. Is that your plan, or are you going to focus on downtown subway relief, because certainly that's very congested?
Well, we're doing the upload. We want to proceed with the upload of the subway, and today we're following through with our commitment to improving the transit experience for people here in the GTHA. With this announced expansion, increase in service to the GO Lakeshore line, and we're really excited about it. And I really believe that you folks are as well, and the people who ride the GO every day are going to be very excited about this announcement.
And then to go with that is, with the Minister's theme, we have a very active program to look at the alternatives for the relief line as well as the Young Subway extension. We're already into the feasibility phases of those projects, and it fits exactly with the express sort of line-by-line review and capital program review that the Minister has referred to. So in all of what we're doing, we are still part of that overall regional transportation plan that Metrolinx have pitched for 2041.
Minister, I'm wondering what you can say about the discussions we hear are happening about a potential casino on the waterfront, and how you score that with the city saying pretty resoundingly not long ago that this is not something they have an interest in.
I would have to refer that to someone else. That's not part of the discussions that I'm directly involved in, and we'll stick to the announcement of the day today, but that'd come under another minister's purview.
That Toronto should be able to make its decisions on that? I know you've talked about other planning things in terms of traffic and safety, that Toronto should be able to make its own decisions. What about something like this?
I think the people of Toronto are going to be very happy about this announcement today. Anybody who rides the GO is going to think this is a tremendous announcement, a great increase in service on the GO, and one that I think they've been looking forward to for some time, because offering the increase in opportunities is going to in a very short period of time, I think, increase that ridership, because giving people options, they'll understand very clearly that the increase in service in the GO is going to give them so many more opportunities to use it to get in and out of the city, or path through it both ways. So it's, I think they're going to be really happy about it.
There were some prior announcements made by the previous government on particular GO stations to be built. Some GO stations like Park Lawn and Kirby and so on, and they proved quite controversial because the planning and budget numbers didn't always add up to a positive net present value. Will this government be open to looking back at those decisions as part of its line-by-line audit?
We're not talking about new stations today. We're talking about the increase in service on the GO line, and we're really excited about what this means for the commuters in and around the GTHA.
Last question.
Minister, one more project that there seems to be some uncertainty around is the future of the Finch West LRT. There's been some calls from local representatives to cancel that project. Is this government committed to completing that LRT line?
We're committed to improving the transit experience. We campaigned on it. Announcements that will be made in due course and at the appropriate times. And I really do thank you all for joining us this morning, and really appreciate you making the trip out here to to share in this exciting announcement this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.